Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for a spot of royalty. Is Meghan on IVF, in vitro fertilization, or more or less trying to have a baby the natural way after the disaster, caused by the surrogacy and Archie? In vitro fertilization used to be called test tube babies. Basically, the sperm is outside of the uterus. The sperm and egg are combined, and then the baby is conceived outside of the womb and then placed back in the mother's womb. That's basically what's going on. Okay, and a lot of people are saying, this picture is one of the, this is a belly clutching picture, and people are speculating because of this. But she's also mirroring Harry, which is healthy body language. Okay, they're mirroring each other. And you want to see that in a couple. Look at their feet. Their feet are basically going the same way. Her hand is going the same way. Her head is not exactly going the same way, but they're mostly mirroring body language, which is very healthy. In other news, people are reporting that Meghan and Harry have been seen on Vancouver Island, that they're Christmasing at Vancouver Island, and that they were seen hiking. There's also a report that a restaurant refused a reservation with them because the security would be too much. And also we have Little George and Charlotte doing the Christmas walk, and it's a big hit. We also have Marcus Anderson. There's reports that Marcus Anderson may claim to be Archie's father, and that would be like a scam so that Meghan could keep Archie, because the big money is Archie. So, Archie's DNA is kind of in question. I personally am not sure. He was born of a surrogate. I'm not sure if it's just Harry's DNA plus the surrogate, or if it's Meghan and Harry's DNA implanted into the surrogate, or some combination thereof. So it seems to me they would actually have quite a good argument for that, for questioning, because then it just brings up a whole slew of problems. And also with Meghan announcing, people are wondering if she's going to announce another baby. And Beatrice's wedding is coming up, Beatrice and Ito. And the last announcement of the baby was at Eugenie's wedding, and they're all still upset about that. So this is a great opportunity. Beatrice's wedding is coming up, so the clock is ticking. So that would be a great time for Meghan to upstage Beatrice, so that Beatrice can never forgive her, and so that Fergie can be mad forever. But Fergie defended Meghan. So it's a strange world we're living in. So is Meghan on IVF therapy? Let's just start with that. And we're going to have to cover these other topics later more thoroughly with the cards, and we'll get to them. So is Meghan on IVF therapy currently? Because she was looking a little puffy. She's doing the belly grabbing. Let's just see. Magi. Ooh, broken chalice. Because it looked to me for a long time like she was setting up a pregnancy. I don't know what that fox is doing there. We'll have to figure it out. And a lot of people, and I think it's kind of a moving target. They're very flexible. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, Magi, manifesting, but broken chalice, and Star of Bethlehem. So this direction, she was hoping and manifesting this, but it got broken and stopped. It looks like outside intervention. The Queen said, no. There was outside intervention. Okay, so it does look like, she was setting it up. She was looking puffy. She was looking a little heavy. And she was setting it up for another baby. Okay, but outside intervention. outside events and outside intervention. She really wants a baby, heart, and for the world, okay, for all the people, 9 and 12, 21, six hearts family. So she feels it's a great move. She feels it's a great move. It's a great PR move to have another baby. But not at this time. Something has intervened. And I suspect that that's the Queen who has intervened. Also, I don't think that Harry and Meghan are together. But that doesn't mean, this could be a desperation move to keep her place and to stick it out a bit longer. And it's quite a good move. It's a very strong move. But things have been backfiring on Meghan so badly that I don't know. Will Meghan announce a second pregnancy? Let's just ask it another way. Will Meghan announce a second pregnancy in 2020? And all kinds of things can happen. She could also, lose the baby and get sympathy that way. And there's, and then can you divorce? Can you divorce while Meghan is mourning over the loss of a baby, for instance? Will Meghan announce a second pregnancy in 2020? Oh, we got the no card. I actually think she was planning this, and she was setting it up. No, she was. She wants it, and she was setting it up. Okay, hand in hand. Will she announce a pregnancy in 2020? 6 spades. Over the long term. This is, okay, the long term. 22, 6, 6, 6, 6. This is the long-term plan. This was the plan all along. Meghan wants another child. But it's for Meghan and to present to the people. This is the long-term plan, but it's entirely selfish. It adds devil, 666. Opportunistically working everything together, stopped. 12 and 4, 16. 4 spades. Wow. There's a lot of stoppage here, breaking it and stopping it. This was her plan all along, but it's been stopped. It's been a stop. There's been a stop. It's been stopped. Okay, so I think the Queen intervened and stopped it. And I think their marriage is so rocky and headed for divorce at this point. Is Harry on board? Does he want a second baby with Meghan? Does he even know? Is Harry on board? Let's just look. Is Harry on board? Does he want a second baby with Meghan? Is Harry on board? 7 clubs, 9 diamonds, 5 clubs. Stopped reacting to the foundation. Is Harry on board? Does he want a second baby? Communicating, decisions, cross, permanent family, 16 and 5, 21. 6 hearts, karmic relationship. Okay, so we have permanent family and family. Talking about decisions. So on the surface, they were talking openly about this. And I think he does want a baby. He wants another baby. He wants a family. That's what you get married for. Blocked, reacting to circumstances in the cornerstone. 10 and 4, 14, 4 diamonds. Because of the circumstances going on in the marriage, it's blocked. No. So this was the plan. She was setting this up. And the answer is no. The Queen has put her foot down, I think, and said, no, you're just not going to do it. Let's ask, are Meghan and Harry having normal marital relations, sex, because that's generally how babies happen. And that's a good barometer of the health of the relationship. Okay, sex is not a gift. It's not a torture tool that should be used. It's a normal barometer of closeness in a relationship. When a woman and a man are close, they mirror their body language. They touch. They have good touch. And you can see that with Will and Kate and the children. You can see that they're close and they touch and they have good body language. And part of that body language is sex, okay, which we should not see. It should not be on every television, every computer, everywhere, all the time. That's not appropriate. But, okay, so are Meghan and Harry still together sexually? Meghan, Harry, oh dear, oh my, oh goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Yeah, and this is maybe the most important question, because the health of a relationship. Yeah, we all experience this. And when I really don't love the woman I'm with, I can't do it. I just can't. So, our Meghan and Harry let's look at Harry. Earthquake, devil, snake. Oh my goodness, how could there be worse cards? 22, 33, 9 hearts. The key is devil. He's got devil in the middle. So Harry has devil in the middle. He has snake. These are both infidelity cards, and it's really over. It's really completely over for Harry, and he is self-medicating by sleeping with other women. That's what it looks like to me. It's really over for Harry. It's completely over for Harry. And he's acting like he's no longer married. That's what it looks like. He's looking like he's acting like Playboy Harry. What's going on with, in the worst kind of way, okay? And the devil can also be drugs and drink and everything. Just rebound city over here. Okay, so what's going on with Meghan? Man, woman, and cut. So the relationship, the question is, are they together sexually? Well, the relationship between her and Harry, the legitimate man, the legitimate woman, has been cut. So they're not together. Overwhelmingly, they are not together, and they are not physically together as a couple. Scourge, there's constant infidelity. Constant infidelity, repeated infidelity. 11 and 3, 4 diamonds. So the foundation currently is a foundation of constant infidelity. This actually looks to me like Harry is trying to drive Meghan away. He's actually he's trying to become so odious to Meghan by his behavior that he's trying to drive her away. So this is very much a confirmation that they're not together. They're not seen in Vancouver together. They're not spending Christmas together. And that's why we're not seeing them in Sandringham or at any of the very, very important Christmas festivities. It is so significant that their picture was not up there with the Queen. Okay, when at the Queen's speech. It's very significant that they didn't do the walk on Christmas Day, that George and Charlotte did that walk, and they were gorgeous, and everybody loved it. It was a big hit, and they didn't, they didn't say anything silly. And Charlotte was apparently hugging people. Maybe that's a page out of Meghan's book. So, okay, so really bad. That's a great confirmation right there about how bad it is. And Harry has really gone off the rails right now. So, all right, let's review. What do we have? Is Meghan on IVF? She was doing this. She was preparing the way for another baby. She was manifesting this. This was the plan. But stuff gets in the way. And this is her clever plan. She calculated this out a lot of people, I say that Meghan acts very emotionally. I do believe she acts very emotionally, but I believe she's very calculated. Here's a great calculation card. She calculates things out very carefully, but then she acts very emotionally. That sounds like a contradiction. I don't think it is. I think that's just her behavior. And so she's masking her calculation perhaps with acting very emotionally. Acting very emotionally. She comes off as a very emotional, person in person. And that's, I think, very endearing. And I think that's how people perceive her, as very endearing, very snuggly, very endearing. But she's actually very calculating. Okay, so this was her plan all along. She absolutely wanted this, but it looks like the Queen intervened and cut it off, stopped it, broke this plan up. So I also think we're now starting to see Meghan look slimmer again. She puffed up a little bit. She was having the puffy cheeks, and people were thinking, oh, she's getting pregnant. She's about to announce another pregnancy, and now she's slimming down again. You can move toward it and you can move away from it. And I think that's what we're seeing. Okay, will Meghan announce a pregnancy in 2020? This was the long-term plan. She was working toward this all along, but it was stopped. It was stopped. Everything's not working together anymore. It's not really happening. It was stopped. There was an intervention. No. Okay, is Harry on board? They were talking about this. Harry does want a family, but underneath, just because of circumstances and trouble in the relationship, this was stopped. So I literally think that the Queen said, you're not going to do this. This is the wrong time. You're not going to do this. You're going to work out your problems. Are Meghan and Harry together sexually? Harry, this really looks like clear infidelity to me. Yeah, Harry is just done with the relationship. He's really done. 10 is completion. He's done. And he's done with this relationship, and he's showing her how done he is. I mean, he's acting in the worst way he possibly can to literally drive her away. And I think I've seen him partying. I see a lot of partying, and I don't think he's a druggie or anything. I think he's a binger. And he was partying and with other women and just really acting like he's single again. Single Harry again. Okay, and the problem is there's a lot of infidelity, constant infidelity in the relationship. So he's letting her know that she's not the only one for him. Meghan, on the other hand, is hanging on. She still wants this relationship. She is hanging on, but they are overwhelmingly not together physically as a couple, sexually. They're not a loving husband and wife anymore. That's just not happening. So that's what I'm seeing. So Meghan did want to go on IVF. She was planning to announce a pregnancy, but it was all put a stop to, and it's because it's so bad in the relationship right now. So I literally think that the Queen intervened. The palace intervened and put a stop to it. And that's what we're seeing, and that's the break. Harry is, they're not together. So maybe I'll read on that Vancouver thing, because, that's going to be fake news. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Other merch in the description. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment.